One blue jay call can make a whole backyard stop. The food is still there. That is what makes the pause so noticeable. The jay is not looking at the feeder at all. That old maple branch is more than a perch. It is a lookout. A chickadee does not need to understand everything. It only needs to hesitate. Then the stillness spreads from one bird to the next. On the porch, even the morning routine slows down. A moment before, the yard was busy in all the usual places. The clue is not only the sound, it is where every bird is looking. From the ground, the open yard looks much wider. A raised crest changes the look of a blue jay instantly. The cardinal does not flee. He simply holds his place. The empty spaces tell the story as clearly as the birds do. Even a robin with breakfast in sight can stop cold. Some birds do not freeze in the open. They slide behind cover. The jay keeps looking past the fence, not down at the birds. A patient watcher follows the birds before he follows the sound. Even the quickest visitor can read a pause. The feeder becomes a little test of trust. A backyard has roads only birds can see. The smallest birds often answer danger by becoming part of the brush. After the call, the silence itself becomes visible. Sometimes the warning is not about what is near the feeder. One more call can reset every small decision. A dove does not hurry. She simply makes herself less exposed. Nothing has taken the food. The birds have simply chosen to wait. A good backyard lesson often begins with what did not happen. The open beak is only one part of the signal. The sparrow does not have to see the whole sky. It can see the jay. In a backyard, warning can travel by posture as well as sound. The first movement after a warning is usually small. When the jay's posture changes, the yard changes with it. The chickadee waits one beat longer than you expect. The feeder is not forgotten. It is being reconsidered. The yard does not restart like a switch. It loosens from the edges. Under the hedge, one sparrow moved before the open yard does. The jay is still watching too. When the sky quiets, the branch quiets. The first crossing is quick, low, and practical. One small landing tells the rest of the yard something has changed. Another bird's safe landing can matter almost as much as the alarm. The cardinal waits until the smallest bird has tested the space. The center of the yard is always the last to relax. To a small bird, the middle of the lawn is a bright stage. The longer you watch, the more the yard draws its own map. The jay's body finally begins to look ordinary again. Now the pause begins to loosen in more than one place. Even when birds return, they do not forget the branch. The route back to cover is as important as the food. The feeder is empty again, but not in the same way. A cardinal returns only after the yard has given several quiet signs. The jay is present, but the yard no longer reads it as alarm. A calm jay on the same branch sends a different message. The old porch teaches best when nobody interrupts it. The pattern is simple once you have seen it once. Now look back at the first moment with different eyes. The branch, the sky gap, and the birds below all belong to one picture. A blue jay often chooses the place where it can see first. Sometimes the yard begins to change before the loudest sound. The call makes visible caution impossible to ignore. The yard does not debate. It pauses. The cardinal's crest tells you he has heard and seen enough. A sparrow answers by getting smaller. A robin answers differently. It stands taller to look. One warning can make 4 different kinds of stillness. On the trunk, the safest move is often sideways. Not every look upward becomes another alarm. A softer signal brings softer caution. The yard has more than one level of caution. At the brush pile, movement returns one twig at a time. Only after the edges move does the open ground begin to feel usable. The lookout branch has done its work. The empty branch is its own kind of message. Once one bird commits, others test the space behind it. Even the bird bath seems to change when the yard relaxes. Earlier, everything waited. Now small things move again. The blue jay has not disappeared. It has simply stopped alarming. The jay did not ruin the morning. It added information. After you notice the pattern, the branch never looks quite ordinary again. Next time a jay calls, watch the other birds before you blame the noise. Look first for the bird that changes shape. Then look for who stops moving below. Finally, notice where all those eyes point. Shape, stillness, and direction tell the story. After a few quiet minutes, the backyard becomes itself again. The same bird that froze the yard may soon look completely harmless. The other birds are not afraid of the jay all the time. The branch is quiet, so the fence becomes ordinary again. On the porch, the morning finally moves again too. A good note does not need many words when the picture is clear. Tomorrow morning, the clue may be on a branch you already know. A jay may arrive and nothing dramatic may happen. The perch matters, the posture matters, the direction matters. Most of the time, the yard is a set of small agreements. Then a small change reminds you what to watch for. By now, you can almost see the pause before it arrives. But not every moment becomes a warning. The yard loosens before it ever fully stopped. Still, that high branch remains the place to watch. A quiet watcher learns to respect the places birds choose. From up there, the whole yard is one connected picture. From below, that same yard is a set of choices. The branch, the cover, and the open spaces are all part of the same story. Once you see it, an ordinary morning feels more alive. The blue jay is only one voice, but it can be the voice everyone notices. The branch is quiet now, but it has kept its meaning. Beneath it, the small routines begin again. Some mornings teach you without raising their voice. One call, one branch, a whole yard listening. If you have seen this happen in your own yard, tell us what the birds did first.